Nigerian man who has been hustling for 23 years overseas, specifically in South Africa. He came back to Nigeria to demand his property in the hands of his family. And they set him up and locked him up for 17 days. They pretended that they were taking him to see an Afa. Afa in Yoruba means spiritual, lead, spiritual, a Muslim cleric. But instead of them to pray for him, the Afa, to pray for what? For blessings. They actually set up this man and he was forced into a room. The man narrated in Yoruba that they took him for prayers, and when he got to the door, the Afa took him, and the moment he opened the door, they pushed him into the room, and he met a lot of people there who have been held against their wish. This is a man that by all means is a successful man. He's a big man by Nigerian standard. Why? Because he has hustled, he has labored, he has gotten a lot of, he was sending money home so that they can buy him or build him properties. To whom? He was sending the money to his family. Please, before I continue, if you are yet to subscribe to If You Ask Jimmy, kindly go ahead and subscribe to this channel, and also please click the notification bell. Can I give you just 5 seconds? Please press that subscribe button. Press that subscribe button. Thank you very much. Thanks for subscribing. So this guy, he has done shows with Davido, with Wizkid, with MI in South Africa. He arrived in Nigeria. Family issues started because they could not produce the property. They said his property were under development. Take me to where the property are. They refused. And he said, okay, let me return to South Africa. You see, they did so much harm to this guy that it breaks my heart. It's not if you hear him, though he was speaking under pressure, under tension of just free, not newly escaping, but you will see that he seems to be a very nice guy. Very decent guy. Why? He did not argue with them. In everything he said, he didn't argue. He said, okay, let me go back to where I'm coming from. They said, oh, don't just go back. Let's go to somewhere to pray. Ordinarily, I have a flag in my mind that these are people that already set you up. They didn't deliver the houses you asked them to build. They have squandered your money. They have swindled you. Why should they now be the prayer contractors? What are you trying to... That's why towards the end of this video, I will tell you, what are people really looking for? Sometimes they think they are looking for solution and then they get into more trouble. Because it is that step of going for prayers that put him in trouble. Okay? To go and get more blessings from God. You are hardworking where you are praying the way you know how to pray. But the Afa that they took him to, he just asked him to come into the room, and then immediately he opened the door to enter. Instead of normal entry, he pushed the man. The Afa pushed this guy. He pushed this guy into the room, right? And the moment he pushed the guy into the room, the name of the guy is Bayo Salami. The moment he pushed him into the room, the guy just found himself in another world, right? And he met a lot of people there. According to him, there have been some people in that room, some for 6 months, some up to 1 year. And he describes their living condition as terrible. And he began to ask, what is he doing here? He was there for 17 days. They were telling him later that they put him there because he smoked cigarette. And this guy is saying, even in the Holy Quran or in the Holy Bible, there's nowhere it is written that thou shalt not smoke cigarettes. He said, people should look at him. He looks like a homeless. He looks like, insane person, but he's not insane. If you listen to what he was saying in Yoruba, it was very coherent. He even said some things in English. Very coherent, very articulate, very on point, very sound. He said he doesn't drink. He was even saying that even in Saudi Arabia, he said he has been to Arabian countries, he has been to Mar, Qatar, and to Dubai, that people smoke there. So why should it be a problem that he's smoking? Right? And that was just an excuse because the family already know or knew what they did. They were up to. They just wanted to mess the guy up, set him up like a madman, and then, take over the properties that they have already even refused to release to him, and just destroy him. That's family. And a lot of people are saying they know this guy in Cape Town. He's a very big boy, and everything he's saying is true. And people went on Instagram, they checked out his page, they checked out his company page. Come and see, guys, come and see this guy. Very clean, very neat, very fashion savvy. He's a power dresser. Very simple. You will see everything around him is not loud. This is clean guy. He's not an insane man. You see, this is an advice to people who prioritize over adore and over respect their family. Yoruba have a proverb that if the death inside the house doesn't and the death outside cannot kill him, they mean that sometimes you are safer outside than at home with your own people, because they are people, they are friend enemies. The fact that someone is your blood does not mean that they cannot do things to harm you. They cannot hurt you. That's what people should know. Do not overtrust people. Do not rely on people. What is this guy saying? Because he requested for his property after 23 years of sending money, after 23 years of staying abroad, right? Imagine if there was no Instagram or YouTube or any social media. Who is going to believe this guy? They will continue to beat him. They will say he's mad. They will say he's insane, because the family has roped him in. They have set him up. And only God saved him, because they want to waste him. They want to kill. They want to buy him because of his property. Just imagine that. Now that they have done their worst, now this man, how do you think this man is going to process this? Do you think this man will ever wish to come back to Nigeria anytime soon? And when he comes, for a man to be building something in Nigeria is because he has plans to return, at least to put a foot or feet on ground in Nigeria, so that when he comes, he will have a place he can call his own, instead of sleeping around in a short-let apartment, Airbnb, or hotels. It's not even safe. But Yoruba have a proverb that if death visits and it does not kill you, it only removes your cap. Be thankful. Death visited this guy but did not kill him. It only removed his cap. That is, he only saw a sample of what could have happened to him. It could have been worse. Many people have been killed. Many people have been set up. Many people have been waylaid. Abroad people, they are endangered species. We have seen people who came from who arrived from abroad in the past, and they went to police station in those days thinking that police station was safe, because they arrived late and they don't want to embark on a long journey or travel to their place. So some of them were killed because they were said to have been, maybe some people will take their money and kill them. There are people whose family are aware that they are coming home, and the family members will go and set up armed robbers to come and, to come and operate, to come and attack that person. There are people who have been kidnapped a lot of stories on social media of people who came back, but the person that set them up was a member of their family. As a matter of fact, some of them were wasted. They were pied. Why? Because sometimes the victim have seen the face or heard the voice of a family member involved in that thing. This is so sad. People abroad knows how tough it is to work, to pay bills, not to talk of to gather money and to save, to keep some extra aside to send to people in order to build for them, in order to help them to get some property. Maybe people think that, it's easy over there, the money, they get it freely. Not only did this guy chop, in quote, they chop this guy money, they still do wicked wickedness. They are doing wickedness to him. I'm almost speaking pidgin. A lot of people are in this situation. Family, daddy, mommy, brother, sister. And you know the problem. If it's outsiders, you can fight them a little, take them to police, sue them to court, or at least find a means of trying to collect your property. When it's your own family, what do you do with them? What do you do with family? There's a limit to how far and how much you can do, or how far you can go in prosecuting your own family member. Because at the end of the day, people will prevail on you. They'll beg you and say, oh, after all, his family is your father. A lot of people, a lot of families have been destroyed just because of this. I do not know why and how some people cannot contain their appetite and their greed. Because this guy, as he's building his property, most likely he would have been sending some money to the family. You to take this one, whole body, take this one, short pocket, pay school fees, maybe give them money, during festival or anything, or just sponsor people, because it cannot be building and not be touching family. If he never wanted to have anything to do with family, he will not even send them to build for him. For a person that is building, it means that he is involved in supporting the family. But despite that, they set him up in order to waste him and set him up. They made it look like he was a madman. He's not a madman. Congratulations, guy. Go back to where you're coming from. Put yourself together. I pray that this process, you will heal from this process. Go for therapy, go for counseling, and try and reorganize yourself at least. You see, the Bible says something about a friend that sticks closer than a brother. There are some human beings you meet in life that, they will be more than family to you. And in Nigeria, we used to say, my brother from another mother, or my sister from another mother. There are people who are truly like that. May you find such a person in your life. And let tell you the truth, there are very, very good people who are not even family. There are good families. A few people have them. If you have good family that does the right things with you and you can feel secured with them, they got your back, they have your interest at heart. Consider yourself lucky. Many people are not that lucky because a lot of family members are desperate, and the people abroad or people away from home they are just like their target, their investment, they are I don't know how to call it. They are their cash cow. They continue to mix. Sometimes people pretend they are sick. They pretend their children is sick. They will lie about this. They will lie about that. They will say all manner of lies just to obtain money. But they are good people. I can say, I know I have good people in my life. And I hope that some other people will find good people. I have experienced different kind of things, being here, sending money to do things that never got done. But in the midst of it, God still make one to find people who are still faithful, who are loyal, who are trustworthy, and not people who you will send to do something for you. You are helping them, and then they are still your worst enemy after your life, trying to waste you, trying to kill you, and trying to manipulate situation to make somebody look not bad now, to make them look mad. Thank you for watching. Please be careful, and may you find a good person. I'll see you on the next one. Please, 1 second, just click that subscribe button. Thank you for subscribing. I'll see you on the next one.